You guys hear me? Okay, guys. So my bad.
Give thanks, so when me a bleed. Set speed, I carry on now. Big man in town, them shoulda know say me I keep it crown. Yeah. Plant seeds, work feed. Well, enough of them want ready band. When the food gone so long, them run. And them can't be found, still man fight the fight, me not give in. Day and night, me keep on building. Way of life, me breathe out, breathing. Oh, 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 oh. Tell them I'm a winner, yeah. Pop down a Jonah, turn in a sinner. Oh, man still a believer. Even if me get knocked down, me keep the bounce. Now see me front, you got me from a little and a grow. Come on a winner, yeah. Still a believer.
All right. Okay. So guys, welcome back. That was my fault. Let me
get it.
This is Prim and Proper Sports, y'all. In case y'all wonder what happened, come on back. I'm Sonja with B Strilla and JTrain. Tonight's show is dedicated. Oh wow! Tonight's show is dedicated to my father. Happy heavenly birthday to him. And we were like literally talking about the Michael Parsons trade thing. But before we go on, let me go ahead and give two shout outs first. Shout out to Pink Fan Fur. Behind all the promos, et cetera.
Oh, what's up, Monkey?
What's up, Monkey? See, we restarted and got Monkey back. Et cetera, in a cashmere sweater to her. And congratulations to B Strilla, our own producer, becoming a grandfather of a granddaughter on yesterday. Congratulations, Papa.
Yes, sir.
I didn't do anything. I love everybody congratulating me. I'm like, I had no part in this whole incident. I just created a child to create the child. That's all I did.
Without you, there is no them. All right, so let's pick up with the Michael Parsons talk. So congrats again. Oh, wait. And congratulations to our colleague from the TGI Sports Talk and our fellow friend from National Streaming Sports, Keith Engel, guys. After 30 years, he hung up not his cleats, but his time card today because he retired after 30 years. So congratulations. Definitely a round of applause. You should have played Waka Flocka. Round of applause. Girl, make that clap. Drop and get it low. And
that's Monkey's name for me now. I'm GPS.
What's up, Monkey? What's up? And GPS. Okay. Yes, Yenzer. Thanks for coming back.
Her fault. Yeah. It's her fault.
Yeah, I ended the stream and I still feel like there's a delay. Is there a delay with me? It looks like I'm like slow or something.
You're kind of, but you're still coming through. It's no big deal. I'll catch up in a minute.
Yeah, we'll catch up in a second. But anyway, all right, let you guys.
You're not this slow.
Right. hey, it's that button on the top corner there. Don't touch it.
I didn't touch it. I was on my phone. And my phone, when I got ready to leave the stage, I hit end stream. So it's easy on your phone to do. My bad.
Touch it. Don't touch it.
Speaking of
that's it right there, Grandpappy.
Oh, Grandpappy Strilla. I love that. That's so
I'm Paul.
All right.
GPS.
But anyway.
So now Jay, back to the repeat all your stuff you talked about Michael Parsons and then Strilla. Yeah. Good thing we don't have a show at 10 o'clock. We may go like 7 minutes over to make up.
They already said F the cowgirls, so I don't think they want to hear all that again. I think everybody knows the situation with them. And in a nutshell, I think be sure. Let's go back to what you were saying about Ibs being petty with Jerry Jones. He's being petty. I didn't in this whole 44-minute interview.
That whole situation because I was really interrupted. I'm just messing with you, Sonja. You gotta be on here. When you're on here, we gotta take advantage of you as much as
y'all
possible.
Get me tonight because I haven't been on here.
Yeah, that's why we're doing that. See?
All right. Well, it's only fair.
That's all it is.
Yeah, fate just set the tone with me ending the stream. That just set it right on up.
So the Cowboys, I mean, when I was listening to Jerry Jones, we know he was petty. I think that's why this had become effectively done with Green Bay, because it was just the fact that he was so sick of his sick of Micah's agent, and he was probably disappointed in Micah because he thought they had a handshake deal in April about this whole situation. There's no such. And first of all, Jerry's got to understand, dude. You are 84 years old. This is 2025. This is not 1994. We don't make handshake deals anymore. There's agents involved. It's in this. It's in the players' contracts. So if you're represented by an agent, you're supposed to talk to that agent. If you thought you were going to sit there and try to bamboozle Micah, which I think that's what he was trying to do, which you got to give it to him. I mean, they're looking for their best interest. They're trying to get the most money, but the less to get him back on the team. But at the same time, I mean, he did have a point. As great as Micah is, okay, the thing about Micah, he is not a very good run stopper. His job is primarily to go after the quarterback, which is fine. But people got to understand that in the division that he's going into, you're going to face a team that has one of the best dynamic duo running backs in the league. And that's all the first game they got to face is that team, which is the Lions. Now, and all the Green Bay Packer fans, oh, we got Micah, we're going. But you gave up an interior lineman who is a run stopper. So you subtracted by addition, basically. So you got better on a pass rush, which is good. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. You need a good pass rusher, and they only had 45 sacks last year. So they wanted to amp that up, and that was great. And Micah Parsons, the best at it. One of the best, if not the best at it. At the same time, though, you gave up a run. And when you got a team that has won the division a couple of times in a row now and has one of the dynamic, you're not playing into their hands. Actually, you're playing into their hands because they can run the ball on you now effectively. And they can run at Micah. And what's funny about that trade is the Green Bay Packers were the one that shows you how to make Micah ineffective, because he was in those two playoff games that Green Bay destroyed Dallas in, and they ran right at Micah, and he couldn't. He's not a run stopper. That's not his MO, and that's fine because all he's supposed to do is go after the quarterback. But I mean, if you do that, you're just taking your best player out of that whole situation. But anyway. As far as being a contender, everybody in the NFC North, maybe except for Chicago, is a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion. So it just leveled up where they're going to finish at in the division. I thought Green Bay might finish third in the division. They might move up to second because of that addition. I still think that I know people are going to think I'm biased about the whole situation, but I mean, the Lions are, yeah.
Oh, we got Scoobs.
Yeah, but I feel bad for the this is Dallas right now.
A random AFC coach, an anonymous AFC coach, I should say, came out and told CBS Sports it's going to be the worst trade ever, like in Dallas history, Cowboys history.
I mean, you could say that.
Win now for sure. Now,
I hate to be the person that says this about that whole situation. You won't know until 2 or 3 years down the line, because they had a Herschel Walker trade that they fleeced Minnesota for. Guess how that turned out for Dallas. So, nobody said anybody felt anything for Dallas, Monkey. I'm just saying that's what Dallas fans are thinking about right now.
Let me play devil's advocate here. Let me say that maybe Jerry Jones is in his bag like he was with the Herschel Walker trade. Mind you, he didn't get that big ransom that he got, way back in 90, 91, 89, I think. That was 1989. Mm-hmm. He didn't get that, but he got 2 first rounders. I mean, we don't know if Green Bay are going to be late first round draft picks. More than likely they will, because of how good they are right now. Mm-hmm. But let's just say they don't. Let's just say that those 2 first rounders maybe they can trade those 2 first rounders, his medicine bag. They can trade those 2 first rounders and get a collection of draft picks and build up their defense, build up their their offense, what they need, different things they can get and collect and start a rebuild. I think they're in a rebuild. I think the only thing they really have that you can say that are marquee is the quarterback and the wide receiver. And so and you got a few. I mean, and Kenny Clark, like you said, is a run stopper. He's a 3-time Pro Bowl. He's not no slouch. So he's probably going to help Dallas in that department. I mean, he's 29 years old, so he's pushing it. But I think he's definitely he's going to help them defensively. But we don't know specifically what, besides Michael Parsons, what the Packers are missing. We don't know what they're missing. Outside of that, they got rid of a cornerback, Zaire Alexander. They're missing a couple of things. So we don't know where they're going to be defensively. But the cool thing about this deal is that Michael Parsons and Jordan Love share the same agent. They have the same agent. And so those 2 guys are definitely they had to be talking. And the agent, yeah, Jordan Love probably had a little word in that situation. But that agent is paid. He got both the quarterback and and Michael Parsons paid astronomically.
I mean,
so just think about this too. I'm sorry, Sonja. Just think about that. I just want to say this real quick. Just think about this too for Green Bay. Green Bay hasn't done this before, and a lot of people are saying, "Well, why didn't anybody else in the NFC North go after that guy?" Because you know what salary cap hell they're going to be in next year, Green Bay. Minus $44 million in the salary cap. That's when Jordan Love's contract starts taking effect. You're going to have his contract and Micah's contract on them books. And, of course, the guy they traded in Clark. They're still paying for him. So you add all that up in there, dude. They better hope they win the Super Bowl this year, because next year they're going to have to get rid of a whole bunch of players just to make that cap.
I mean,
go ahead, Son.
I'm just glad they're not in the NFC South. And even though they are in the NFC, it's like, we'll see you when we get there, if we get there. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, unless you have to face them. But Green Bay, in my opinion, just stacked their cards up. Like they can win now. They don't have to worry about the, kind of like everyone knows the NFL is not for long. We just worry about present day. So they'll worry about all the money they got to cough up later. But what did Dallas get in return? They said 2, like a 2026,
and they got Clark.
And a player.
Clark. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this clearly lets you know that once again, Cowboy fans, this is not your year. Like, you were getting Dak back off of injury. You were waiting on bringing him back. And this was, in my opinion, but you know what? I shouldn't be surprised. I told you guys, any team that promotes their offensive coordinator that's already losing up to the head coach position, didn't even try to recruit anybody as a head coach, lets me know they didn't have a plan in place when they got rid of McCarthy. They weren't planning on winning this year. It's a conundrum of issues with that franchise, from management all the way down now to you see players. And I just really don't know. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do. If they're trying to wait everybody's contracts out and then slowly bring in younger talent or what. But it's definitely not a win now mentality.
Yeah, Dallas is.
No.
I mean, Jerry Jones' problem is he knows how to get the talent. Because Dallas has had the talent in the last few years. They had a number 1 offense at one point with Dak on there. The problem with him is his coaches. If he knew how to, give a little to the coaches and get a good coach and let him have some free reign instead of him putting his business everywhere, then they would probably reach farther into the playoffs than they have been. And I was talking about this with Mike Tipton on his show.
Shout out
he's a Dallas fan. He's a Dallas fan too. But he was like, he said, he hates to love that team. That's his saying. I hate to love this team.
Yeah. Instead of rolling with the Texans, if he wants to go with a Texas team, he may as well roll with the AFC, CJ and company. I mean,
poor Tip.
God, he wants just a tip. He wants just a tip. Cowboys fans have expressed frustration and anger, with some even burning Parsons jerseys. Analysts have been debating whether the Cowboys receive adequate compensation for this player. Like, this doesn't seem like a lot. It just doesn't seem like all this money. So now the trade will add a new level of intrigue to the Week 4 matchup, where Parsons will come back home to face the Cowboys in Dallas with the Packers.
There's a great diss song called "No Vaseline." I think Dallas is riding that song right now because they got fleeced a little bit. They only got 2 firsts, and you look back at Khalil Mack, the trade to Chicago from where was he? Where was he at? Was he in Buffalo? No, he was in Buffalo. I forgot.
Chicago.
Yeah, before he went to Chicago. Chicago gave up.
Khalil Mack,
where did Khalil Mack come from? Oh, the Raiders. The Raiders to Chicago.
It
was the Raiders to Chicago, and they got 3 first rounders. The Raiders did. Now, did it work out well for the Raiders? Probably not. But still, 3 first rounders is 3 first rounders. And Matt Stafford, when he went to LA, it was also 3 first rounders. So they caught them in a rock and a hard place. They knew they wanted to get rid of him, and they were going to have to pay him a lot of money. So, I mean, I wouldn't have gave up 3 first rounders either. I mean, it's what it is. But Dallas, they kind of got fleeced in this one. They didn't really get as much as they could.
Again, I wouldn't say any of that until 3 years down the road, because I mean, Parsons. It's kind of like if you look at the Herschel Walker trade, when Herschel Walker went to Minnesota, when they traded him to Minnesota, guess what Herschel was? A flop when he got there. And he was a premier running back at the time with Dallas.
He was only there 1 year.
Yeah. His change of scenery could be something different from every player. So I'm not saying that Micah is an incredible athlete. He's like I said, he's a premier pass rusher. I'm not going to dump on him because he is a great player. But and let me tell you something. I've heard stories coming out of Dallas already from players saying that he was hard to get along with, and on his podcast, he alienated a lot of his players, his own teammates on his podcast, because he was shooting off his mouth a lot in the podcast too. Let's be real. That's just who Micah is. I never felt confident that players should have a podcast unless they're, I mean, I say that I like Amon St. Brown's podcast, but he doesn't do all that throwing people under the bus like Micah was doing when he is on a podcast. So you gotta kind of look at that too. And I think and he rubbed Dak the wrong way, because there was a couple times when he was on a podcast and he said something about Dak. So maybe it was time for him to leave. Maybe he was messing up the locker room a little bit. I'm not saying he was a cancer, but sometimes when you wore out your welcome and you're out there putting it out there on the podcast,
Brandon Marshall style, he could wreck a locker room.
Yeah, I mean,
from what Michael Irvin
bad. Go ahead.
From what Michael Irvin said, it sounds like he's going to lose a lot of money because his podcast was worth a lot, considering it was Dallas.
Gossy Posse will own Parsons. Grossy Posse.
Well, I mean, in true fashion, they've done their spiel, and this is the first and last you will hear about the Cowboys being relevant this entire season. They like to stay relevant. That's why they call themselves America's team, and this trade did it. They held it and drug it out all season long. Now it's a done data. Time to go ahead and cancel the Cowboys, and we've given them 20 minutes too long of conversation. So congrats to Micah. Keep it gangsta up there in Green Bay, and don't become a part of the garbage. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the 53-man rosters that are continuously being modified. Now you guys, let's talk about before I get into the current stuff. I haven't talked to y'all in so long, except via chat, and that's sparingly. I still haven't caught up on all the messages. Fern, Kevo, where you at? You guys are the worst. It's football season here.
You're the worst.
Like, don't be all in the chat, Kevin, talking about these nasty buzzers and you can't show up for an hour on Friday night. All right. So with that being said, Shiloh got released from Tampa Bay. Now I talked about this a scotch on my show Wednesday, but my show is abbreviated because it was just me. So it was a 30-minute show. I said what I had to say, and I deuced out on them. Shiloh is like my favorite Sanders son. He has the more calm demeanor. And his dad is a little tougher on him. He was doing the pranks with the KFC and stuff like that down in. I mean, he was focusing more, I guess, on the pranks at the drive-through than he was trying to make the squad. Let's be clear, because now he's out there on Instagram and TikTok and what have you, saying he knows he has a plan, and even if it's something else, God got him. And I agree 100%. But Shiloh got picked up on the strength of the Sanders name, clearly, just to be able to, have an opportunity, and it's gone because he was too busy serving 5-piece bucket specials and joking with customers in the line rather than working on, his reps and whatnot. What do y'all think is next for Shiloh? I mean, were you shocked that he got released? I was shocked he actually got signed as an undrafted agent. Well, he didn't get signed. He just got picked up. Let me use the right terminology. What are you guys' thoughts?
I think his brother is going to hire him on the social media business because football's out. I don't think. I mean, I knew from the beginning when I watched him play at Colorado. Just like on one hand, I knew how talented Shador was.
Mm-hmm.
I knew how. Not saying not talented. I mean, you got to be at some level of talent to play at that high level of football. But he's not. It's a very competitive league to get into, and his talent just wasn't there at that level to get there. He got enough to get picked up, like you said, with the Sanders name, to get undrafted and get picked up by Tampa Bay. But from there, it's on you. And he just got beat out by better talent. And who knows if the fight was because he probably knew he was going to get ousted.
Oh, yeah. Talk about the fight. He wanted to show him he had the Deion hands. But Deion had made the team when he threw hands. I still don't understand.
Deion was a number 3 pick overall in the NFL. The talent level is just far different.
What did he say?
Oh, that's rich.
He heard his fight with Jake Paul next.
Okay.
No,
he got to get in line.
Hey, Steve, he can't fight Jake
fight.
Paul because he's not 63. So once he becomes 63, then Jake Paul will find him.
Or he's not 5'2" like Tank Davis. So you got to be short, or you got to be old.
Old. That's funny though.
Okay, so all right, Strilla, what were your thoughts?
I mean, I heard he was in secret talks with Carolina, to tell you the truth. But anyway,
yeah, I have heard that. I was gonna get to that. We'll give him a shot.
I mean, regardless of what his off-field eccentrics are, I mean, he was on the thread anyway on that squad, and the fight did not help him out at all. In fact, that's exactly what the coach said. Coach Bowles said, "Hey, you can't be doing that, especially when you're hanging on a thread trying to make the team, and you're going to go fight." And I'm not saying that he was totally wrong for the fight. He was retaliating to what the Buffalo player, because the Buffalo player was being kind of dirty to him too. But it's not the first person that gets caught. It's the second person that gets caught. And he was the one that got caught throwing a punch. So, yeah. And Bowles was like, nah, you can't be doing that, bro. Can't do that. Can't do that.
His 53-man roster status is termites holding hands. It just ain't going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna let go.
With a match on the side and a rotted board. I mean, they didn't even do anything to the Buffalo player, did they? That's what I'm saying. He really started it.
Well, I mean, it was a block and play. It was a block and play downfield. and he did throw kind of hands in his face mask, and that's what erupted Shiloh to do what he did. But again, I'm gonna tell you something right now. And first of all, I'm getting sick of these football players. See, this is why people think football players are dumb. Okay, why are you trying to punch him in the face mask? You're an idiot.
With a helmet on, so you can bruise up your knuckles. I never understood that.
I'm never getting that about football players.
Yeah.
Watch Bill sign Shiloh. So if they sign Shiloh, Monkey, does that mean they're going to get rid of the guy that's trying to swing at him?
Right. Well, all right. Well, we wish Shiloh the best. I had to ask you guys' thoughts on that, and keeping it with the Sanders. I mean, his brother Shador is the third string quarterback because they released Huntley, but he's not behind Flacco. They actually got Dylan Gabriel behind Flacco. What are you guys' thoughts on that? I saw the stat comparison. I mean, I don't know. Shador had this blowout game in Carolina. Go figure. Everybody think, that was really a practice game. Everybody just wants to warm up with one of the lesser, teams, so to speak, at least for their B squad.
Lesser teams.
Lesser.
I thought they were champs. See,
we are now. I'm talking about from last season, like how we finished. Yeah.
Well,
he beat them this year.
I don't mean to be the killjoy in this whole situation, but you do know that was their first string defense out there when Shador was playing. Right? That was their first string defense, and they were throwing everything at him. Blitzes, this stuff that you don't normally see in preseason. They were throwing at him.
Oh my!
And this is against the future champs. They must be the future city champs.
Oh, you guys, go ahead, have at it now, because you're always the one that says it's only preseason. So don't jump on this bandwagon with JTrain.
hey,
I bash the Panthers.
Speaking of, but see, you're trying to. Then you're trying to belittle him when he does play somebody, and then he plays. He did have a bad game the last game he played.
Yeah,
he had a bad game because he had the garbage squad players with him on that offensive line.
Yeah, they released them.
They should have been right at home, though. That would have been Colorado there.
All those boys on the Browns team, that's supposed to be guarding Shador, they released them. They put him in.
Those are the players that was going to get cut. Yeah. So I mean, it's what it is. They didn't give him a 2-minute warning drive to see if he can go, down the field with 2 minutes. They let Huntley go down and take care of that. And not to take anything away from Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel can play ball. He showed that he can actually play. But this is the situation where Shador shouldn't have been drafted by the Browns. But if he wouldn't have got drafted by the Browns, he probably wouldn't have got drafted by anybody. I'm going of the mindset of hearing what Eric Dickerson said, saying that he thinks that, he talked to a reliable source that thinks that he wasn't supposed to get drafted at all. They were going to make an example out of it. And so, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Like, for what? For what? What's the example? That he doesn't get drafted at all? That's crazy. Why? Like, what?
It could be a number of things. It may not just be Deion. It may just be the type of kid that's coming into the league now. It may not just be a Shador. It may be just all these kids that are like have brashness, have attitude, and they're making money. They don't want that kind of brand in their league. They want guys that they can control. When you have a guy that's, unfortunately, I don't even want to use color, but the majority of players that are brash like that, they're black. And so, they don't want you to come in thinking you can own the league and everything. They want you to be able to say, hey, no, this is our league. It's been like that for over a century, and this is how we do things here. Come in but to not draft a kid, because clearly we know he was not a 5th round draft pick. That's just diabolical. That's totally diabolical. Even if you don't say he's a 1st rounder, you got to give him 2nd, 3rd.
I thought he was gonna go at the bottom of the first or the top of the second. I ain't even see him going in the third or fourth round, honestly.
I didn't see him
That's
going in the
still
first
wild.
round, but maybe the second. Definitely the second.
I thought like the latter part of the first round, because I kept saying not top 10. But when they drafted Dylan Gabriel, that's when I think everybody just was like it was so obvious at that point.
Well, you didn't mention the fact they did trade Kenny Pickett to the Raiders.
I hadn't gotten there yet.
Sorry.
Nope. You go ahead. This is our show. Because I was about to talk about trades next. I just wanted to talk about the Sanders while we kept the Sanders together. So go ahead, B. KP to the Raiders out there with PC, Pete Carroll.
Yeah, out there with Geno.
Yeah.
So, I mean, their quarterback room is pretty tight. I mean, Kenny Pickett's not going to be no starter anytime. Pittsburgh saw to that.
They picked him apart.
They drafted him in the first round when he shouldn't have been drafted in the first round. That's the problem with Richardson too. Everything I can't blame on Richardson.
Got something for them
for Indianapolis because they drafted him number 4 in the first round. He wasn't ready for any. He only played 17 college games. Come on.
Yep.
Give the kid a break.
I got a plug on him too.
These folks just be killing me with this stuff when they draft. You're just ruining people's careers. I was getting used to the Lions doing that, before they became better team. They were doing the same thing. Just don't draft nobody.
The Colts general manager, Chris Ballard, actually came out and made a statement about his belief in Anthony Richardson. Despite him losing his starting job to Daniel Jones because he's been plagued by injuries and inaccuracy. The two big eyes that will keep you out of the league and off the field are injuries and inaccuracies and interceptions. Let me add a third one in his first 2 seasons. This may be the last year we see Richardson with the Colts. I think they are gradually doing a fade out of him because they drafted him so high, like you said, B. It never came up to the standard that they were looking for. I mean, this goes all the way back. I think Jeff Saturday was there as an interim coach while Richardson was first there. They've gone through a lot of coaching carousels and everything. Just has not been stable. And let's not bank so hard on Daniel Jones because we've already seen what he does with other franchises. The Colts are just in disarray right now. They are a Dallas Junior, okay? They are Dallas Junior right now.
Well, I would say Dallas is going through. I mean, the Colts are going through changes. They got new ownership now. The 3 daughters are running that organization. They're going to run it the way they see fit. Dad, as much as we give some kind of credit to Jim Irsay, he was not the very best at talent acquisitions. Okay, he wasn't very good for the Colts for that. Unfortunately, they had a GM that saw to them having some pretty good picks, but he was the one that picked out Richardson and told him to get him in the first round. And that dude only played 17 games in college. Come on, dude. Yeah, he has great athletic attributes. Not good. He's got a great arm, a cannon for an arm. But he's a project. You have to have him sit for a while and get him reps on practice squads. You got to get him reps during practice and all that. You got to do that kind of stuff. If you don't, you're not going to mature him. And that's exactly what they did. And I think the daughters are like, hey, we ain't our father. We're going to right the ship on this. It's going to take us a couple of years, but we're going to right the ship. Right now, we're going to deal with what we got. And what we got is Daniel Jones as quarterback. So they're not going to trade Richardson because there's no value in it anyway right now.
They're not going to trade him. He's just going to gradually fade out until you see him just probably going to the XF League. If not, JTrain, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Bistro that they're not going to trade him. There's no value right now. But at the same time, most teams want to try to get they want to milk any inkling or to try to get any type of return that they can on their investment. He's still 4th overall. You don't want to lose out on that. And there's always going to be a team, even if it's not them, but I don't think it's going to be them. It's going to be somebody that thinks that he has upside. He has upside because of the traits that you mentioned, the strong arm, fast. He can move around pretty quick. He's very athletic. So that's what you want in a player. You're looking for that next Lamar Jackson, the next uh, uh, who's for Buffalo, Josh
Allen.
Allen. Yeah. So it's just he could be in that mode if he could play. He just doesn't have the reps. He doesn't have the reps. Like he said, he only played 17 games. That's like they had like 1,600 reps versus like someone like Jaden Daniels that had in college had 6,000 reps. So it's a significant difference. So not enough experience. So I think they still want him there, like Ballard said, but he's got to sit. He's just got to sit and learn. I just don't know if he's going to learn under Daniel Jones.
Oh, I love how you and B have been doing really good at giving me my bullet points for my next spot that I'm going to talk about. It's almost like you guys have my notes over there. You mentioned Buffalo. Monkey, if you're still with us, your veteran safety, Jordan Poyer, signed with the team's practice squad today. That's going to give you guys a little bit of experience depth. So congratulations to Jordan and to Bills Mafia. Now let's talk about this. Let me go ahead and put my plug in. I'm sad. Okay. I do believe we still are championship caliber, but I have to mention Adam Thielen. Sorry. So Adam, I know.
Was it Taft?
After playing 2 seasons with the Carolina Panthers, one of my favorite wide receivers, even when he was with the Vikings, I always liked AT. Adam Thielen is going back to Minnesota, back home. He has Minnesota roots, let's be clear, okay? I don't know why my Panthers did this, but I saw the rumors before they were solidified, and I was like, oh, that's just clickbait. You know how you're just looking at your phone for a quick second. I didn't even click on it because I was like, it's not even real. The next day, I saw the thank you, Adam, from the Panthers. I hate it. He's been traded back to the Vikings. The trade, which happened on Wednesday, as a matter of fact, sent him back for 2 draft picks for Minnesota in exchange for 2 draft picks for our Panthers. Vikings made the move to add the veteran depth to their receiving course because they got some issues in their locker room and they needed him because y'all are undisciplined in Minnesota. You got a Jalen Naylor with with an injury, and then Jordan Addison has a mandatory suspension the first 3 games, I believe 3 or 4 games. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Adam. You got what you wanted on your birthday. Anyway, he's 35. He's gone back. And let's be clear, people were asking, what's he going to be with us after this year anyway? Because y'all know they start getting in the mid-30s. They start thinking about retirement and what life looks like after the NFL. But of course, he spent 9 years with the Minnesota Vikings, 2 Pro Bowl nods. He's going back home. He was adamant about returning to his team. Dang, I didn't even know that part. He was adamant about going back. So sounds like this is a Thielen decision.
Adam was adamant.
Yeah, Adam was adamant. Panthers general manager, of course, Dan Morgan, stated that it was hard to stand in Thielen's desire to go back to Minnesota. So this was what he wanted. Like I said, he's from Minnesota. I told you guys they were talking about hints of retirement even last year. So who knows? This just may be his farewell tour. But they needed him in there for some discipline. He is supposed to be a mentor to JJ McCarthy. We'll be seeing him come out and get his acclimation and introduction to the league. And of course, he has a good relationship with Mr. Gritty himself, Mr. Jefferson. So, he's reuniting with them. And I need to check and see if his jersey for the Panthers has been reduced yet, because I said I was going to get one and I just never got around to it. Y'all's thoughts?
So, all jokes aside, this is a big loss for Carolina because Adam Thielen was a leader on that team. At 35, he could play still, but I mean, obviously, you more so happy for the qualities and benefits of a leader in the locker room. And not only that, you have a very young wide receiver group. So yes, I know.
I can't do it. I just can't. I really can't.
Yes, have it.
Right
Terrell McMillan and Having Tedrow McMillan and Xavier Legette, those guys are going to be good, but they're young. I think, yeah, I got them old.
No, Steve-O, not put any more jokes. And if this is about the Panthers, you're going to be removed from our broadcast for tonight. I never do that, but I am in that mood tonight. My first night back in a while because I am really devastated. And
she's feeling frisky.
Yeah, let's move along. Yeah, like the Panther, cat. Okay, Monkey, you look like a village elder right now. You get yourself over here. Okay? You're the elder, brother. Thank you, Jens. There are prayers for him leaving. Okay, whatever. You guys are something off the chain. All right, listen, let's move along. Atlanta Falcons starting tackle Caleb McGarry was placed on IR and will miss the entire 2025 season. I don't even know who this dude is. They said he's a starting right tackle. Y'all know who he is?
Who's that?
Who's this?
McGarry for the Buzzards.
Oh, the guy that got hurt.
The one the one that replaced the one that got hurt. Is this?
I don't know. This is the starting right tackle. Is this the one that went down?
Oh no, yeah. He's out for the season.
Bless his heart. We wish him a speedy recovery. Tampa Bay Buccaneers received good news regarding wide receiver Chris Godwin. I'm sick of the Bucs. They're gonna be my new team. I don't like. Who was cleared to practice after suffering a dislocated ankle in the previous season last year. Of course, team expects him to miss the beginning of the season, but sees him as a key part of their future. So maybe the Bucs slow down a little bit. I don't know. They're loading up. They brought stank behind Teddy Bridgewater back from a high school coaching position just to reiterate. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
The Bucs are going to have a hard time this year because they got rid of Shiloh, so it's going to be really rough.
Exactly. You don't do wrong by this because Dion told you God is with them, and you don't do wrong by his boys. What do you guys think about Tommy DeVito? I love it, B. I love it. This is awesome. This is what I've been needing. What do you guys think about the Giants waived Tommy DeVito? No more Italian BLT sandwiches in the locker room, but the Patriots picked him up.
He went from being a New Yorker to hanging around in Braintree in Massachusetts. I don't know. I don't know. He's not gonna. He's gonna be. I don't know. What was that line the doctor said on Any Given Sunday? If he gets hurt, he said, "What did he fall off the bench?" Because he's gonna be on the bench. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna have any opportunity to play. This is Drake May's team. Unless something unforeseen occurs, Tommy he's holding a clipboard. That's
Drake
all
May,
it is, brother.
UNC Chapel Hill. Kudos to the second-year rookie. The Eagles traded for quarterback Sam Howell. Did y'all know that?
Yep.
Sam, who is now a journeyman himself as another backup to Jalen. They just named Jalen, the Eagles, that is, named Jalen and Saquon as their team captain. So, honey, Saquon is just riding high. He left the Giants, and he's just been top of the mountain ever since.
That's rye humor.
Yeah. So Sam Howell is no different than Gardner Minshew. That's just where he's at. He might win one or two games, or make one or two, three decent plays, and it's downhill from there. So yeah, that's about it.
Who was that guy that Arizona had? He has the no eyebrows. You guys know who I'm talking about. He was a quarterback. He came in from
Dobbs.
Yes.
Josh Dobbs.
Yeah. And he looked like, oh snap, that's what they got right now. And then
Sorry, Josh, if you're out there, we're ragging you about your new eyebrows. So that's what it is. I don't know.
He has the same skin condition that Jada Pinkett has. Good one, Sonja.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought he was too close to the stove and the gas was cut.
I didn't say that. I didn't say none of that. This was a disclaimer. None of this is endorsed.
But back in the day when the gas was running, you had to tie up the newspaper and put it up there, and you're looking at it.
Or if you like the grill, that JPP grill. Y'all know JPP. He got his hand taken down.
No, you put too much gas in the barbecue grill and you throw a lighter. I mean,
JPP, peace out, brother. Peace out, JPP.
Peace out. All right, the Patriots.
ET phone home.
The Patriots released safety Jabril Peppers. That was a shock. And wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. And let's talk about more releases. Deontay Johnson, ain't he the one that didn't want to play for people? And like the Panthers,
that's your replacement for Adam Thielen. Bring him back. You gotta bring him back.
He was in Carolina already. We traded him to the Ravens. He got it there, didn't want to take the field. Now he's with the Browns, and the Browns have released him. Like, why would we take him back?
Well, that's right. You have Jimmy Horn too. So yeah.
One of Dion's.
Yeah, and he's not a veteran presence.
Right, you definitely. So let's bring in the immature Deontay Johnson that's been cut from 5 different teams. He should definitely come back.
Renfro didn't make it.
He's there, yes. Hunter Renfro.
Hunter is hunting for another job.
What's the dude's name that was in?
Renfro.
Was he in Cleveland or Cincinnati? He said he's too tired to play. What was that? Who was that?
Oh, you're talking about the receiver you had. No.
Richardson. Was it Anthony Richardson in that?
Yeah, it was Anthony Richardson. He took a play off because he was tired. Yeah. That didn't win him over any fans either.
That's what's happening.
That was in Indianapolis. Yeah, in Indianapolis, right.
Tampa Bay cut that big dude, Desmond Watson. They cut him. That guy lost 30 pounds for them, and y'all couldn't wait for him to lose 30 more, and you dropped him.
This ain't Weight Watchers the biggest loser. You supposed to come in.
They should have put him on Ozempic. That weight would have fell off. Okay.
You know what? That was called a team that took a draft pick and wasted it because what they should have told him this stuff up front when they were going to draft and say, look, dude, when you come in here, you got to start immediately losing weight. Not tell him during training camp when he shows up, but tell him at the draft, dude, if we draft you, you got to lose weight. He's a big dude. He'll I understand where they're coming from. He's got athletic ability. He just got to lose the weight.
History.
They caught him with Vita Vea snacks. You can't do that. That's a no-no.
Not Vita Vea. No.
Well, they telling him they're bringing him a banquet. They told him at the banquet where they welcomed all the new players in, and they had all types of delicacies and cakes and pies and stuff. And they told him why he had like a slice of pie in his hand. By the way, we need you to go from 470 under 400. Like I said, all these commercials that have Ozempic, that weight would have fell off in 6 to 8 weeks. They didn't do right.
They literally want that boy to drop a real log, not the Browns.
So they could have monitored it, got his blood sugar regulated, got him in shape. But you know what? We have not heard the last from him because he's gonna go hard now. He's gonna get on The Biggest Loser or something, and they're gonna have him on there because he's got football presence now. So now he's kind of known, and they're gonna get him on there, and he's gonna get and chic, and then we're gonna see him burn it down, boy. We're gonna see him, and we're gonna be. This is not the last we're hearing of him because I'm a proponent for anybody that needs to lose weight because we all could lose some weight. I don't like that they didn't even let him stay on there long enough to get his health together. They could have gave him to Christmas.
He was good in college.
I lost 10 pounds, by the way. I don't want to blow my own horn.
You lost 10
pounds. There you go, sir.
I knew your cheeks were looking smaller.
I'm going to the whatchamacallit well, it's not that sunken in. Jesus.
Modern B. B strills with the skills.
I've been going to PF like for the last 5 weeks actually since the starting of the beginning of July.
Very good.
What's PF?
Or the middle of July. Yeah, the middle of July.
We don't want to give them a shout out because they'll make us pay for it.
I said PF. I didn't say the name. I said PF.
I said it. By the way, when B started going to the gym, that's when I stopped because I got my knee injury. I had been going for 18 weeks straight since Mother's Day week. I lost a lot of itches, and then I lost about probably like 10 pounds, but I was doing a lot. Like I could tell I'm muscular and a lot of stuff. But anyway, I'm waiting on an MRI for my knee.
We got to send a time shot out. So we got 49 minutes on the live, but we got 9:59 on the real time. What y'all want to do?
We're going over a little bit.
We're just gonna go over about 8 minutes, maybe. We know you're going to bed, JTrain. I'm so sorry.
Oh no. I'm straight. Just need to know the
Okay, so
biggest loser is still around. I mean, I don't know, bro.
let's talk about okay, yeah, we're gonna just be on here for just a minute because y'all know I gotta get back to the books, and I know y'all got that early morning show with Junk. So let's talk a little bit about our individual teams. I've already told you guys about my team. JTrain, you had some stuff come out today about the offensive line with the Saints. You guys decided to name Spencer Rattlesnake as your starting quarterback, right?
Yes, the rattlesnake is ready. He's ready to
Strike.
come and strike at everybody.
Do a show.
So Spencer Rattler earned his yeah. Oh shucks, he didn't get the starting job. It's okay. Spencer Rattler definitely
B.
he
I
earned
don't
the
have a
job.
snake
I've
for
been
that.
watching him throughout.
I don't have a snake.
I've been watching Spencer Rattler throughout the training camp and everything. Even last year with the makeshift offensive line and the guys off the streets playing wide receivers and running back, he still did pretty decent. That game against Tampa Bay, he came in the second half and almost won the game. Not Tampa Bay, pardon me, Washington, the Redskins, or excuse me, that's not PC, the Commanders. Definitely, I think, even though I still call them the Redskins.
You and Keith.
Commanders.
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely, I think that Rattler has a great opportunity to, because I keep hearing a lot of pundits, I hear Saints and many different like analysts alike saying that Shuck is going to get some time during the season. I'm here to tell everybody, Rattler is the truth. Rattler is going to start the whole season unless the rails come off and the Saints just fall completely apart like they did last season, which I don't think so. I think Kellen Moore is in his bag. I think he has an opportunity to have his team both defensively and offensively on point to enough to where Rattler can have maybe a 3,000, 3,500 yard season, maybe a 30 touchdown, 12 interception like season. This which is decent enough in the NFL. It's hard enough to, I mean, coming as a fifth round draft pick, he worked his behind off to get that spot. And I think the guys, and we have weapons. You guys saw that what I sent in the feed. We got guys that are averaging 4.3 40-yard times, and they're actually decent players at that to go with it. Yes. Don't be mad,
I'm
Miss
giving
Adam.
a
Oh, with the fingers,
yes.
Miss Adam Elam less.
Yes. Okay, I'll switch fingers.
With that said,
they really are. I think people have underestimated the Saints, honestly. I saw a lot of comments. I hope you guys clicked on the link I sent you guys where I told you to make sure you watch the comments. Look at the comments.
yes, I saw the Timu Patrick Mahomes. They wild. It's just because the boy's hair. And then let's not get it twisted. I bought some things from Timu. They might not be the name brand, but they still work.
I love Timu. I got a air ventilator for $5 that blows really cool.
Yeah. They got a lot of nice stuff. That some of the things that my phone is sitting on a stand from Timu right now. Okay. And man, please.
Timu is when you rearrange the letters. It spells
Timu
mute.
Is a shiznit.
It spells mute. It spells mute. Like it's not working. Strilla, what are your thoughts on the Saints? I mean, I'm gonna hold my judgment because I'm probably biased.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry, JTrain.
No, I think the Saints are going to do a lot better than they did last year. Damn, I didn't need a laugh track for that one, Jay.
That's okay. That's quite all right.
Oh,
but they're going to do better. Timu upgraded. What is it? Timu 2.5 now?
Yeah, 2.5. 2.5.
Yeah,
If the stuff don't get held up in tariffs and the boats and stuff, so you got to watch.
I'll tell you the truth. I think every team in that division is going to be better than they were last year. I think they've all made drastic improvements on the side of the ball that they needed to make drastic improvements on, and they're all going to get better this year. So I'm 1 or 2 wins better for everybody in that division. So
but nobody's on the level as somebody in this panel seems to think that they're going to be the champions.
Oh wow!
Nobody's on that level in the NFC
Oh,
South.
please save this soundbite. This is the same. Determination when there's no way Jerry Jones gets rid of Michael Parsons. So make sure you save this clip.
You guys are gonna make a living off that, ain't you?
But I'm also the dude that said that Shiloh wouldn't get drafted and he would get cut.
Well, a broke clock is right twice a day. How about this? How about this though, Strilla? You guys got rid of he don't got no beef with the fans.
Probably just be he's on this I don't want to be anybody's friend kind of thing. So
Robert Raider, the Robert Raider.
What's his team? Who was his team?
Pittsburgh.
The Steelers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to say Pittsburgh. I can't say the 2 letters in front of it.
Yeah. Strilla, you guys gave us a gift from the Lions. Thank you so much for sitting down.
Hendon Hooker. Yes. Good luck with that.
I think he's gonna be all right. Sometimes they've talked about him and Bryce teaming up. So
come back with that same energy 3 years from now when you're releasing them again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you guys gonna do? And we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap up here because we were almost at the top of our segment. Strill, I'll let you wrap up talking about these Lions. Are they gonna roar or are they going back to their dens?
Yeah, they ain't going back to their dance. They're gonna win the division again, man. It ain't no big deal. But I would like people to stop talking about Zadarius Smith coming to the Lions, getting on my nerves. If the Lions wanted to be there, if he wanted to be there, they'd been signed him already. So that's what it is. So work with what
wasn't he there before? He was there last year.
Yep. Yeah, he took over because they needed a pass edge rusher because Aiden was out. So everybody wants him back because we need another edge rusher. So look what we got first and didn't make that assumption. So,
I will go ahead and wrap up with our news for the Panthers. Starting left tackle Ike Ekwonu underwent an appendectomy, y'all. I've had an appendectomy. That is not an easy recovery. Anyway, he's considered day-to-day. Rookie outside linebacker Nick Skirton is making good progress in recovery from a collapsed lung. They literally tried to take them out in the preseason. Panthers made several moves to finalize their 53-man roster, including 2 players off the waivers, cornerback Damari Mathis, and wide receiver Delavian Campbell. And they released wide receiver Hunter Renfrow that we talked about earlier. We also signed 13 players to our practice squad, including defensive tackle Jaden Crumedy, running back DJ Dallas, and cornerback Kalen King. Now, the Bryce Young news is Dan Morgan has stated that the team is looking to continue to grow from around him in his 3rd season now. He's finished last season strong after taking a sabbatical earlier in the year. And the team has invested in giving him more targets by drafting wide receivers in the 1st round of the last 2 drafts.
I'm sorry, Grow and Bryce Young don't go in the same sentence.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. There you have it. All righty. So he is still growing because Bryce is under 25. So he can still be in a late growth spurt. I hope Bryce comes in at 6'5". Then y'all can say something. We want to thank everybody.
If he hits that growth spurt,
he's 6'5", all right, 65 inches.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for the likes, love, shares, and JTrain, Bistro. It's always great to have you guys on. Again, congratulations to Keith Angle, 30 years hanging up his time clock on today, our friend. Shout out to National Streaming Sports. It's always Elite Sports Entertainment Network, Pink Fan Fur, Bistro, the production team. And of course, I've dedicated this show to my dad. Happy heavenly birthday. You guys have a great weekend. In the morning, Bistrilla and JTrain with Jack, with the debate show, Sunday morning, big football show, and more. And the 1 Cheek 3 Toes is coming at you as well, beginning of next week. Y'all keep it gangsta.
certain. Winner lose a man a winner, and that's for certain. Never take no program, come me and me own dance. So me go and shut and shut and shut. Tell them man a winner, yeah. Pop, pop, don't not, Joe, not turn in a